Hello, it's Valentine's Day, and as promised, my final 8th video in my Clearing Up Love series, I am discussing philautia, which is a version of self-love. And the Greeks recognized that there are different versions of philautia. And it's interesting in Hermetic teaching, or if you read the Emerald Tablet, you would understand that everything has like a vibration to it. There are healthy and unhealthy versions of most everything. So if you look at philautia, the unhealthy, in the balanced way, it's self-compassion. It's an appropriate level of pride that you have in yourself. Once you've worked through and recognized the shadow, the depths of who you are, instead of projecting on other people and really focusing on what you're unhappy with them. For example, if you talk about how angry you are at how angry other people are, or if you hate how much other people hate, and you're kind of, you're maybe unbeknownst to you, but you are perpetuating hatred when you talk about other people's hatred. So, at the most balanced form, it's funny because the moon's in Libra, and I didn't realize that. But we're going to talk about the most balanced form of philautia, because the one extreme would be narcissism. It would be self-obsession. The Greeks referred to it as seeking your own fame or fortune, and not really recognizing or caring who you would affect in that process. And the other extreme, which is equally unhealthy, is self-depreciation. It is a not caring about yourself at all, or even going beyond altruism, which is true altruism is an agape form of love. But when you go beyond that and you are actually doing it to the point of exhausting yourself, then you are doing it as a form of maybe working on your identity or trying to define your own value. And when you get that focused on it, it's equally as unhealthy as narcissism is. So when you come full circle, it's actually they're both forms of narcissism. It's just that one is more self-depreciating and the other one is more self-obsessed. So when you have healthy philautia, you can acknowledge everything that you have done in your life. You have forgiveness, self-compassion and kindness, even maybe a form of empathy. Although empathy, being too caught up in empathy, can also be unhealthy because it doesn't help anyone to continuously feel. Compassion takes an objective point of view and it's free of a judgment, and you don't become entrenched in anything that's unhealthy also. So there's a healthy balance with everything. But when you know a healthy philautia, you have the courage to step into your light, knowing that light may shine on some of the dark parts of who you are, and you can own that and step into that without fear. If you do have fear, you have courage anyway. And it will help you really connect and have more expansive forms of other types of love. From philia, your friendships would blossom and become even more meaningful. Storge, where you will have more meaningful relationships with family members, because once you stop judging yourself, then even if your family members are judging you, it really doesn't matter as much. You just accept it and move on, and it's a nice feeling. And then there is pragma, which is the long-term, long-standing love, where people come together in order for a common goal. And eros, where what we really celebrate on Valentine's Day, because commercialism has really honed in on the fact that eros is a form of madness, which is why the Greeks feared it. But then in our culture, they're like, oh, let's play on people's fears and get them obsessed with it, because it does make us mad. And if we don't have it, then we end up feeling cynical or bitter. And I think that the point of Valentine's Day kind of got lost in commercialism, because there was agape there. When St. Valentine was a martyr, I talked more about that in my Eros video. And he was willing to be imprisoned and die in order to help people get married when it was against the law, which I think is a valuable lesson for us today. And if we get past the commercialized aspect of it and the pressure to express love in in one way, because because of, you know, pressure, guilt, whatever it is that's influencing us, if we step out of that and just kind of recognize why this day was established, we can appreciate agape a lot more. And that's an altruistic love where you get nothing, you're okay with getting nothing in return. And then there's which ones did I get? I did Mania. Oh, and Ludus, the playful one. I really like the playful one because that's how I express love more than anything else, because I'm a big flirt, I guess. And it means absolutely nothing. It's just I'm a playful person. And that's Ludus is definitely one I'm most, you're going to see most if you know me. So I hope you enjoyed my series. I hope you share and like the videos or the memes that I link in beneath the videos or with the videos, because the memes are quick explanations, and then they are also linked to the blog that will have some references and other links if you're interested in the topic a little more. I will delve into these more in future videos and writings so you can see how they intersect and intertwine, so we can learn how to understand our relationships a little better, communicate a little easier, understand our own feelings a little more, and see how that plays out in our real life. So I hope you enjoy this day filled with love. Try not to let, if you're single, be cynical, but you have a whole lot of other loves I've shared that you can celebrate today. So make it a lovely day and spread the love, guys.